Hey y'all, what's up? It's Jesse Both the 19th hole. We're here for a pro video. We're going to do 1 through 10 through 18. We're going to show you mostly my shots unless I see my opponent taking a shot I feel like you might need to see. But for the most part, we're going to try to shorten up this video for you all and only show my shots. This will be one of the occasions when we do watch my opponent's shot is when they shoot first to start the hole. So for this hole, I'm going to be using Extra Mile 7. And we will be playing a 10% downhill on the shot. And we're going to be using a Kingmaker on our shot here. You can also use a Titan ball. You could probably use a Navigator if you don't want to, use one of your more quality balls, and that should be okay. For our second shot, we will be going with a Sniper, and that will be actually a minus 10% because we will be going uphill for our second shot. So let's get our first shot set up here. Try to get into a good location. Maybe somewhat close to where my opponent's at. Maybe a little bit right of that location though is where I would like to be. So 4.7. Like that red line touching. We'll go 4 up, 2.5 left. Around about there somewhere. Alright, so from this location we're going to have a 2.6 adjustment, somewhere in that 2.5 ring area. We hit it perfect. We don't need to worry about any curl here for this shot. With left to right wind, we're going to let the wind do all of the work for us. If we did want to end up a little bit farther to the right, we could have added a little bit of curl. But we should be okay right there where we're located for our second shot. We'll be back in just a moment. So we're back for our second shot here. 6.5 wind. You see we have a minus 10% on the adjustment. We're playing this one at pretty much at min distance. We're going to play this one. With no spin. And we're going to play right off the right edge. So 4.7, something like that right there, should work. We do hit a perfect shot, so let's see where this one ends up. It's a little bit short of the hole right there. We may need to extend our ball guide a little bit farther through the hole next time. But we are just kind of trying to use the natural slope of the green to kind of guide our ball into the hole right there on that that no spin type of shot. There are other variations of ways to play that hole with top spin, back spin. I like to go with the more natural route with no spin and then just let the green do its job. But as you can see, we need to either move our landing zone up a little bit or extend the ball guide through, which will be done by moving the landing zone up. So I guess that's what we needed to do. So that's been hole number 10, and we'll see you on hole number 11. Alright, we're back. Hole number 11. We're going to go with the power hook shot here with the Extra Mile 7 and a Titan ball. We'll go full top spin, 3 left spin on this shot. Try to get ourselves in pretty good distance with our thorn for our second shot. Haven't tried this shot yet. I've just been going with the straightaway power shot here recently, but I wanted to give this one a try. So let's see, we'll go with 2 left spin actually. We'll put our shot right about there. So that's 5, 10, 14-ish right there. And a full power curl left. And full hook. And cross our fingers that this works out well. Looks like it should be okay. Or not. Is it going to roll back out? We're going to roll back out onto the fairway. So, I don't know. 395 yards is pretty good. Maybe taking that shot without the left spin, maybe just straight top spin will be a little bit better of a shot for that. It could be that we don't have enough wind to really get that shot out there for the power curl. It could be that left to right tailwind that kind of hurts that shot a little bit. But nonetheless, we're out there, and we should be within range of the thorn, I would think. It might be a maximum thorn shot, though. Have to wait and see. But we're going to put a little 5% on this next shot. We'll pull up the thorn just in case we need to use it. And that's definitely not what we don't want to do right there, is what my opponent did. So let's see what we got for this next shot right here. Let's see. We don't have a thorn. We have the Goliath at min. Alright. So 7-0, 2.4 at min. Alright, so 2.4-ish is the shot right there. We hit it perfect, so let's see what this one does. Just a bit to the right of the hole, so we didn't quite get as far up as we would like to get with the drive on that one, but we still put ourselves in a pretty good position to try to go for the shot. So I don't know if the power hook is one that I would suggest, but if you're having trouble getting the ball up the fairway at all, it's definitely a possibility. You could also still play to the left side and just go for, you know, the same type of shot as you just saw me take from where I was. So you definitely have the possibilities to really cash in on that shot and put yourself within thorn range, but you also have the chance, it looks like, go into the rough, or even just have the same type of a shot that you would normally have anyway. So I'll leave it up to y'all, but there is the content. So we'll see y'all on the next hole. Alright, we got hole number 12 here, par 3. We're going to play this one with a rock this time. See how that goes. I have not tried out the rock yet on this hole, but I'm just kind of interested to see what it goes and how it is with the ball guide. Playing it pretty much the same way we played the quarterback, because it's fairly similar to the quarterback, less topspin. We don't need topspin for this shot. We're still going to play a plus 20% for the downhill. We're still using the Kingmaker. We're still going full right spin. I don't know if we'll completely go for backspin though on this shot. We're going to kind of test it out and see what the ball guide looks like with, you know, lining it up and see what we got here. We're trying to get a little bit more distance out of this shot, so taking away some of that backspin may help. And look at him, right on line with the hole. Just does not have quite the power to get there, unfortunately. So let's enter our winds here. We got a 5-8 wind. That's min right there. That's max. So we're going to play this one fairly close to max. And now let's look and see what we got for this ball guide. 3. We're going to go with 3.5 here. Alright. So we're going to play this one at 5.8 rings. So there's 8 and then the 5 right there. Hit this one perfect. I did not put any curl on this, so I don't usually play the quarterback with curl. So I did not feel like I should be playing the rock with curl. And it seems like it's coming in pretty from the up top, but I don't think it's going to have quite enough. No, I think I had a little bit, I think it might have needed a little bit of curl right there. Honestly, might have given it a little bit better of a path off that slope. As you did see, it took kind of more of a round line to the hole from there. And if I put a little bit of curl on that, it might have actually taken a little bit better of a line to the hole and given us a chance at the ace. But still a work in progress, this hole is. We'll see you all on the next hole in just a minute. Alright, hole number 13. We're going to go with this one with the extra mile and a Titan ball. We will play 10% for the downhill tee shot. The main goal is to try to get this as far up as we can up the fairway, hopefully past the shadows. We use mostly full top, full right spin as well on this one. You do want to make sure you adjust for the wind and then move your ball guide back up forward to its maximum landing zone. And I'm not planning on playing much curl on this shot. We do have a left to right wind, so once again we're going to let the wind do the work and not add any extra movement to that ball. Because if you do and you hit a great right, it could spell some issues for you. You don't want to get into that rough there. You want to make sure you stay out of that rough and leave yourself a clear shot to the hole. And that shot right there from my opponent will play for sure. So we got 5.2, that's 2.8 miles per hour. I mean 2.8 rings. So we want to land it right about in there. So we're going to go 2.8 rings. Okay, something like that. And then we're going to put a little bit of overpower on it. And I'm going to put a little bit of curl on it. And that may end up costing me. That one is not looking good. So we hit it great to the right pretty severely. And it definitely cost us. If we had not hit that one great to the right, we would have been up there around that corner, probably past that last shadow, and we would have had a really good look at the green. So unfortunately for y'all here, you're not going to get much of a good look at the second shot for this hole because of that miscue. But you will get to see what it looks like taking the second shot out of that rough, which is somewhere you don't want to be. Let's see what club we have here. It looks like we have the Nirvana 4, which should it should get us up there where we need to be. But definitely not the shot that we want to be taking on this hole. But sometimes that's what happens, and so you just got to roll with what happens. So let's see what we got. And that'll play for my opponent. He'll have himself a fairly easy birdie chip right there. So let's see what we got here. 5.8 tailwind, so that's nice. So we got 2 extra rings from whatever it says we got here. Yeah, we don't have much of anything here. So we are really going to need to hit this one perfect. We do. We put a little bit of curl on it, so we are going to give ourselves a small chance. Nope. But that's definitely not a bad shot from that location. I didn't really want to overplay that shot too much and totally go for that pin just because the chances of hitting that shot are pretty low. Definitely, you know, you might have a better chance of lightning striking you or something, but we put that little curl in there just in case we got that kind of a hop. But pretty much where you see me at right now is about the best case scenario for a shot in the rough off the drive like that. So 2 things to take away from this: make sure you don't put curl on it, make sure you hit it close to perfect and not like double great to the right on this hole. So we'll put this one in the hole, we'll take our birdie, and we'll move on to our hole number 14. So we'll see you all in just a moment on the next video. Hole number 14, we're going with the big topper, the big dog, and Zerker. So let's see what we can do here. We are going to play this with a 10% downhill. Hopefully get ourselves fairly a good distance up the fairway to give ourselves a second shot with our big dog to the green. So let's see what we got. 6.2. That's 2.8, roughly almost 3 bars. So we're not even going to have to overpower this shot. We're going to go with 2 bars spin to the right. So let's see, 2.8, so that's almost 3. So that's going to land us right about there. Okay. Hit it great to the left. Those bars of right spin should help us out here. And close to the edge of the rough, but you know, with that shot right there, I basically know where that ball is going to end up. I could go a little bit more with right spin on that shot just to kind of like guarantee we don't go into that rough. And maybe I should, because we do have a slightly right to left wind, so that kind of helps. You know, if you do hit a great right, that will kind of sort of negate that right great hit. So we're going to be at a pretty good spot right here with our big dogs. So let's see what we got. 7.6 miles per hour. That's 4 rings. So let's see what we got. Full top and full left spin right here. Okay. We're going to land it right about in there is where we want to land it. And we are going to go with full left curl. And that was absolutely dreadful. So this is not going to be what we're looking at and wanting. Absolutely dreadful right there. A great left hit puts us in that fairway section, that little circular fairway section, which is where we want to be. Even a great right hit with that kind of curl puts us in that little fairway section where we want to be. But a dreadful shot like that, as you can see, the top spin saved us. It still kept us in the fairway, but nowhere near what we wanted to be doing there. That was an absolutely terrible hit on my part. But that's how you want to take that shot. If I would have made that shot anywhere close to a perfect, it would have been in that circular area. So we got we actually have yeah, this is don't even know where to begin on this one. I guess we're just going to put it there. 7.9 distance. That's we're almost at max. So we're gonna do 6 rings. See how this works. There's the perfect shot. No. It's still gonna put us up there pretty close to the hole for an easy birdie, but not what we were looking for right here. But at least y'all were able to see the general gist of what you want to do with that shot. Everything except the execution of the hit was there. I liked where I had it lined up and set up. The drive was good. Just that second shot, the needle location of where it hit, definitely messed that up. But you know, if I would have hit a perfect or a great left or a great right, with that curl, we would have been on the circular fairway with a very easy end-bringer chip for the Eagles. So hopefully y'all can get that one working for you, and hopefully y'all can get that eagle in your round when you play this hole. So see y'all in just a moment. Alright, we're back. Hole number 15. We're going to go with this one with the sniper, rough bump. Playing this one with the Kingmaker, and we're going to be playing a 1-to-1 ratio for the win. 1 mile per hour per ring. We will be going with 3 bars of backspin, 2 bars of left spin. And we're going to play this one right off the rough bump. We'll see what my opponent does. He's got the Guardian in. And looks like he might play the shot off the island. Going with the Katana ball, which is definitely a good choice of ball if you don't have Kingmakers to use. It's got a 5.3 wind, so that's fairly manageable wind for that shot and club. Let's see how he does with this shot. Have not seen many Guardian shots off the island, so I'm kind of interested to see this one right here. A little bit far back on the landing zone, but definitely he had a pretty good line to the hole there on that one. So let's see what we can do right here. So 3 down, 2 left. And let's see if we can get this one lined up here. Like that right there. So 5 miles per hour. So we're going to go 5 rings. And we've got to hit a perfect shot on this one. It's very important to hit perfect. And we do. So we have a chance. Let's see what happens. Good hit. And there it is. There's the ace. Just as it was drawn up. Like I said, we hit the perfect. We have a chance. And we got it. So there's our ace right there for hole number 8. See you on the next one. Alright, y'all, we're back. Hole number 16, coming off the hole number 15 ace. Here we go. We got the extra mile 7 here, going with the Kingmaker ball. We will be playing a 10% downhill shot right here. And we'll be seeing Gary shoot first. We've been going second a lot this round, it seems. So let's see what we can do here. Hopefully we can get up within some sort of a mid to min thorn range shot. This left to right wind is definitely tough in the pro. I think it's much tougher in pro than it is in expert or rookie. And it's definitely one that kind of makes you kind of overplay your shot, and it can get you into some trouble. So hopefully we can play our shot here correctly and put ourselves in position to kind of give you all a good look at this second shot. So let's see if we can do it. We've got the wind is going to be 5.9, so we got 3.2. Full top and full left. We want to land it right about in there. So let's see, we got 5.9. That's 3.2. So about there. Okay, so let's see if we can get this shot here. Good. A little bit of power and curl. Oh, hit it great to the left. We'll see if that costs us. Are we going to roll out? We're going to roll out to the fairway. So, kind of a common theme in the pro is that roll out shot onto the fairway. In the expert, it's much easier to kind of get that shot to bounce in the fairway off the drive. In the pro, I see a lot of that happening right there where it hits the rough and rolls out onto the fairway, which is still okay. It just isn't going to leave me as good of a shot to the pin as I would like to see. But we'll set this shot up here. Play a 5% uphill shot here. Hopefully we'll have the thorn. That's what we have in, wow, not sure what happened there. It was unfortunate. Maybe his finger slipped or something. So yeah, we have the thorn here. It's going to be max level thorn. We're going to aim it somewhere back in here. Okay. So let's see. We'll play this one right about there. So we're going to play this one right about 3 rings. And see if we can hit a perfect. We do. So we have a chance at this one. Let's see how it lands. A little bit to the right and short. So that's the only bad thing about having to take more of a max level thorn shot is you're more than likely going to have to put a little bit more backspin on the shot. I guess we could have backed the landing spot on that one up a little bit, landed it more off the fringe or the even that fairway cut. But we're still pretty close. We'll get the birdie, and as you can see, that is kind of the gist of how you play this hole. You would really like to have that shot with about 2 or 3 bars of backspin and let the ball just roll off to the hole. That one right there was almost going to need a bounce into the hole off the hop to make it work. So We will see you all on the next hole in just a second. Hole number 17, par 3. Going at this one with Sniper and a Kingmaker. We're playing 10% downhill for this shot. We will be playing about 1 bar of topspin, full right spin. And we'll be playing this one pretty much at max level Sniper. So that's what we got right there. Okay. So a little bit over 5 rings on this one. Just a little bit over 5 rings on this one. We will not be playing any curl in this shot either. We do hit it perfect, so we'll have a very good judgment of where our adjustments stand on this shot. Up the hill. And I don't like that. It stayed up the hill a little bit too long. It stayed up that hill a little bit too long, and I think that may be what they have done. I think they may have maybe flattened out the top part of that hill a little bit, but because in past tournaments when we've seen this hole, I seem to remember the ball not sticking up there near the top of that hill so long. If you go back and watch, you'll see what I'm talking about. That ball looked really good. It looked like it was going to come back down to the hole, but then it just stuck up there, that little split extra second, which cost it that that path towards the hole and ended up to the other side of the hole. So go back and watch that. You'll see what I'm talking about. I definitely notice it, and you definitely notice the lack of aces on this hole compared to last time we played this course and had this hole. Unfortunately for him, that's going to be far. But we'll see you all on the next hole, hole number 18. Hole number 18, par 5. Going at this one with the big topper and the big dog with the berserker. Definitely in the pro, that's basically the way you got to go at it if you want to give yourself a really good chance at the eagle. You don't want to leave yourself in a position where you have to overpower and curl the big dog in hopes of getting a good bounce. You want to put yourself in a position where you can take that big dog with just a regular power shot with full topspin and just roll it up onto the green for an easy putt for eagle. That's how you want to play it. So hopefully we can show you how to do that here. Hopefully we can show you. All right, let's see what we got for the wind. 6.3 wind, so that's 3.1 rings. Full top spin here. And left. We're going to play that one right about there. So 3.123. So we can actually afford to go a little bit of overpower on this shot. And we're going to go a little bit of left curl. Hit it perfect. You can see that wind still fighting that ball to the right. But with that left spin, we should be pretty good here. We roll past the line of the trees right there, so we should have a pretty good shot with our big dog to the hole. So we'll see y'all back here in just a minute. All right, here we are with our shot here with the big dog. Let's see what we got here. Full top spin. I'm going with a little bit of right spin here. 8.5 is 4.5 rings. So we want that ball to land right about there. So that's about 1 ring. So we need to adjust this shot 3.5 rings. So here we go. We do hit it perfect. So let's see if that adjustment was correct or not. Ooh, we came in close. We gave ourselves a really good chance right there at that albatross. We played that one pretty aggressive. All we needed to do was hit the rough to guarantee ourselves to stay on the green or the fringe, and we did that. You know, if you don't want to play it that aggressively, you can aim the end of your ball guide a little bit farther back there on the rough. Instead of subtracting 1 ring, I could have subtracted 1.5 rings from my adjustment and done it that way, and that may have been the best way to do it. But sometimes you like to go a little bit aggressive. Sometimes you like to give yourself a chance at that albatross. That would have been a really nice shot if we had made it. So now all we got to do is hit this little chip in here, which is sometimes easier said than done. And we'll take a shot that way, and my opponent is spamming me. We hit it great. That should be okay. Get in the hole for the eagle, and that's how we play hole number 18 here in the pro with the big topper and the big dog. And thank you all for your time, and we'll see you all on the next live stream. Y'all have a good night.